friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. I'm glad you could be here with me today. I have another fun little project share and super quick tutorial to share with you today. This project is made for the Knock on Wood challenge at the Frilly and Funkie challenge blog, which is sponsored by the Funky Junkie Boutique. And it has been a really long, really cold, really gray, really miserable winter. And I just had to make my own sunshine. So I pulled out my Graphic 45 Sun-Kissed collection, which is just perfect for a cold, rainy, gray winter. And just look at these sun-drenched colors and beach images. And of course, this is available at the Funky Junkie Boutique. She has everything. The chipboards, the little banners and tags, the ephemera cards, the 12 by 12, the patterns and solids, and the 8 by 8, the stickers, everything you would need. So I worked primarily with the 12 by 12, the 8 by 8, the stickers, and the cute little banners and tags to make this little 5 by 7 folio. And this is a gatefold style. I did one of these a couple of weeks ago, and it was really popular, so I thought I would just show you how I kind of put the basic folio together. This is a super basic tutorial, guys. But anyway, here's the cover, and I've just created here's my wood element for the challenge, this really fun life preserver made with a curtain ring, a wooden curtain ring, some washi tape, and some hemp. And then I filled it with little seashells. I'll pull it up so you can see. Little seashells that I picked up on the beach, a little bottle of North Carolina beach sand, some beautiful gypsy roses from Petaloo, which I don't know if you can get these anymore. Petaloo has kind of disappeared off the scene, which makes me sad. Fussy cut elements, everything is elevated with dimensionals, and then the folio is held shut with this cute little clip. Oh, this is another wood element, this little carved seagull. Isn't he cute? Anyway, so this little Tim Holtz hinge clip comes off, and then the folio opens like this. So this is a tri-fold, but it's got lots of flips and flaps. And of course, this is the original gate here, and this is the original gate here. This is the back side of this cover art, and I always like to cover this just to make it look finished. And this is the back side of one of the ephemera cards. Here I've used border strips. This one I turned into a little pocket for the cute little tags from the 8 by 8 collection. And of course, this is one of the really fun chipboard banners that I've just set up here. And then I added a flap, and I'll show you how to do that when we get to that point. And I've just decorated it up with more of the chipboard banners. I turned this page into a pocket, just scored this, folded it back to kind of make a cute little edge on it, and then I filled this with ephemera cards from the collection. So you can do journaling here, you can add a photo on the back if you want, but I just love the ephemera cards and the images in this collection. It is so cheerful. And if you're a beach lover like me, they're just perfect. So then this flap goes out. Here's another one of those ephemera cards, and this is a great place to write down memories. You can add little photos. Here is another large photo page, and I created a tuck spot just by gluing the bottom edge of this cut apart image. Here's another one of those cute little chipboard banners, and what I've done is I've just folded it over this paper clip, added another image from the little banner pack, and made this decorative paper clip, and you'll see what it does when we open the other side. And then this flap opens out again, and here's this fun little waterfall feature. And again, here's this, I'm using this paper clip to hold this closed. And I just punched out 3 of the little keys from the banners and tags, tied them on with some burlap string to decorate that up. And then these all measure, I forgot to measure, I think they're 4 1/4 by 4. Hey, that's pretty good. Yep, 4¼ by, oops, help if I had the ruler right side up. Actually, they're 4¼ by 3 because these are ephemera cards that I've just cut down and used to make this waterfall feature. So photos can go here, journaling spots, room for another photo here, another border strip here. And then this just clips on this way and keeps everything from flapping around. Then another cute ephemera card, and then more flaps. And I just used a circle punch here on the edge. And then these are little tuck spots. Photos can go behind. Another journaling spot. And I cut a border strip and another flap. So, and then room for another large photo. And you could actually fold this, and you could, if you wanted to, you could fold it and you could do journaling on the back. And then this is one of the policy envelopes. I adore these policy envelopes. To me, they're one of my favorite elements. And I've just dressed this up simply with a sticker, border strip, and a cut apart from the 8x8 collection, and another little border strip on the bottom. And then I added a little hinge here on the side so this can fold out. A partial cut apart from the back of one of the ephemera cards, and then I just dressed the little, this is one of those great string tie envelopes, and of course you can put a ton of photos or souvenirs in there. And I dressed these up with stickers, which now come in the 12x12 collection pack, so that's a really cool thing. Here's another ephemera card and another flap. So this comes up, there's room for a large photo here. There's room for a large photo here, and of course these I just glue on the side so you can tuck your photos behind. And then the whole thing just folds, whoops, this, and then this goes in, and this goes over, and there's your other gate, and then the little clip goes back on the top. So I'm not going to show you how to add all the flaps and all of that, because basically all you do, well, what I do is I just cut my paper a ½ inch wider than what I actually want it to be. I score along that ½ inch line and then glue that down, and that becomes the flap. That was what I used for all those different flaps that you saw on there. But I'll just show you very quickly, let me bring in my tools, how to do this little gatefold base. So believe it or not, all you need is an 8½ by 11 sheet of paper to start with. And you're going to cut this to a height of 7 inches and a width of, make sure I have that right, yep, 10. Had to do the math real quick in my head. So this becomes your basic base for the card. And let me bring in my scoring tool. Then you're going to put this on your scoring tool, and very simply, and you can make this any size you want, you just have to do the math. Let me pull this down into the frame. You're going to score at 2½, and then just to make the math easy, flip it back the other way and go 2½. And this is going to leave you with a 5-inch center and 2½-inch flaps. And then you just fold these in like this. And there's your basic gatefold card. And I mean, this is just a great card all on its own. You can take this a lot of different places, but I'll show you very quickly just as a sample so you get an idea. Let's say this was a 4 3/4 by 7 inch piece of paper. I'm just scoring a ½ inch flap, right? And let's say we wanted to add this. We would just take this over here on the side, glue it down. And the thing you have to be careful of, actually it wants to go this way because you want it to flap out like that. And then that way you can still close this panel. So whenever you're doing this, you just have to pay attention to your measurements to make sure that you're not going to go over one of these folds or it won't work. And then if this wanted to be the flap along the top, you would do it 5 inches, and then it would just flip up like that. So it's very simple adding these flaps. It's a really fun way to add interactive elements to a card without a whole lot of work. So let me move all this stuff out of the way. I'll just bring this back in again. I hope you can join us at the Frilly and Funkie Challenge blog and play along in this really fun knock on wood challenge where you have to use wood in some way in your project. Thanks for joining me. I hope I shared some tips and tricks, ideas, and inspiration that you can use in your own crafty adventures. If so, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section below. Thanks so much. I'm going to go get my craft.